Welcome to day 6 of my 7-day Christmas card series. Today I'm working on hot press watercolour paper and I've chosen a Christmas tree stamp by Funstamps. This is called Star Topped Tree, and I'm going to add colour to this using distress markers in forest moss and peeled paint. So the majority of this stamp is going to be coloured with the peeled paint, which is the lighter of the two green shades, and then I'm just adding some darker areas using the forest moss. I also add some mustard seed to colour the star, and I use frayed burlap for the trunk of the tree. Once I've stamped the image, I'm using a water brush to activate the colours and give the card a watercolour appearance. Now I'm using distress ink in the colour pumice stone, and I'm using this with my Stampin Up stamp of tiny splatters to add some interest to the background. I also take the pumice stone and use it with my water brush so that I can add some more detail to the ground area. Next, I'm adding some glitter to my tree, and for this I've chosen a Stickles glitter glue in the colour Stardust. This is Liquid Pearls by Ranger in the colour White Opal, and I'm adding some of this to the background to represent some snow. This is a Viva Decor product called a paper pen. It's a product that's very similar to the Ranger Liquid Pearls, and the colour that I'm using here is dark carmine red. I wanted to add some tiny red lights to my tree. Now I'm going back to the pumice stone distress ink, and I'm using this direct to paper all the way around the edge of the card to darken the border and frame the focal image. These are my layering pieces, so I've chosen some ivory linen effect cardstock as well as two Bazzill cardstocks. One is a Christmas green and one is a Christmas colour red. I'm using sellotape brand double-sided tape to adhere these pieces together before layering my main image on top of them. For the base of my card, I've chosen 325 GSM smooth white cardstock. As always, I've stamped the reverse with my Judikins stamp, details of which can be found in the video description, and I've attached the front of my card using sellotape brand double-sided tape. At this point, I decided to add some of the Stickles glitter glue in the colour Stardust to the star so that sparkles also. Now I'm working on the insert for my card. For this I've chosen a spellbinders die, and to begin with I'm sponging the edges using the pumice stone so that this matches the front of the card because this colour has been used there also. Once I've done this, I use my Stampin Up stamp of tiny splatters with the pumice stone distress ink, and then I add a few dots of the liquid pearls in the white opal. For my sentiment, I've chosen my paper tray ink stamp set called Signature Christmas, which I've used throughout this series, and I'm stamping it using VersaFine ink in the colour Onyx Black. All that's left to do now is attach my insert to the card, which I do so using Sellotape brand double-sided tape, and the project is complete. I hope you enjoyed watching today's card, and I hope you'll join me again tomorrow for the last day in this series, Day 7. As usual, there is a link to the full product list in the video description, as well as my social media sites.